What's going on, guys? James here. Welcome back to James Talks Movies, where today I am going to be giving my quick little thoughts on the new Angel Studios animated film, David, which is about, of course, the biblical figure David and his life, which is depicted in the book of Samuel in the Bible. Starting off with the good, all this animation, every single look on these characters, the backgrounds, everything is beautiful and probably some of the best animation I've seen in any animated film. Just like it's really hard to mix like realism with kind of these cartoony looking characters, but just the way that they do it with just so much fluidity and just so much life. And it just blends super duper well. Lots of the cinematography in here is also extremely beautiful. Lots of good shots in this film that could honestly be wall paintings and still look great. Another thing, the voice cast. There is so many voice talent that is so great in this film. You got Phil Wickham being the main draw to this movie, playing not young David, but adult David. Young David is played by Brandon Ingman. Plays young David. He does a really good job. But of course, the main draw of this movie is Phil Wickham as adult David, and he does great. The gal who plays his mother as well, right here is really super duper good. King Saul, all the voice actors do really good. Even Lauren Diego is in this movie. And if you don't know who she is, she's another really famous Christian artist like Phil Wickham, and she plays the role of Rebecca in here, and she does great. So overall, just a really surprising voice cast, especially for lots of these talent like Phil Wickham, this being their first ever acting role, at least in a kind of leading role sense. It's great. And the songs, don't let me forget about the songs. The songs are just super well written. They're those songs that are just really rich thematically, and they're there to tell the story. So keep in mind, this is a musical where lots of the storytelling and the and kind of the dialogue is sung throughout. So if that bothers you, it'll probably bother you here. It's not all throughout the singing, but just the way that it explains its meaning of the songs and the story being told, really good. And this movie is just a very well written movie all around, not just with the songs. It really conveys David's story and the heroism and the faith and the trust aspect in God that is needed for the story, and what David went through is very well realized and just very beautifully done in here. Of course, just like a lot of Christian movies, it can get pretty preachy at times, but this doesn't do it all too often. It mainly just kind of lets the story play for itself, which I really appreciated. Unfortunately, ow, I hit myself. Unfortunately, that is kind of where my praises for David need to stop. Because of course I do have some gripes of the movie, that kind of bring it down from being one of the best animated films, ever made, I think. And part of that is kind of from what I kind of said before, it's a little preachy at times. It can get a little cheesy, kind of a little kiddish, because this movie is, the truth is, this is with kids in mind. It's not specifically a kids movie, I want to say. It's a family movie, but it has kids in mind. And because of that, there are all moments where it's a little dramatized. Um, I think for the most part, they get the main core of the story correct, and the accuracy of it all is correct. No false messaging within it. Um, but it can get a little rushed at times because it's trying to kind of dim down a little more of the intense moments of David's life for the little ones, for the younger crowd. And so because of that, you kind of get moments that kind of feel dimmed down and a little repetitive and a little slow. Um, but that's not a lot of the movie. It mainly comes in the third act. There is just a little rushed to the finish line. That third act, that ending sequence of the movie, just kind of feels abrupt. And the ending feels abrupt. And there are also some moments within kind of the movie where they kind of allude to other moments that were happening to other characters in the Bible during the same events of David's reign as king. And I wish we got a little bit more of those moments. Like with King Saul right here. There is a whole like story and kind of testimony that is very pivotal in the Bible, and I just wish like stories like that was kind of juxtapositioned between David's story to kind of create more impact, because especially with King Saul, they try to kind of give a emotional arc to him and kind of the relationship between him and David. And I feel like we needed to know more about, or like see more, I guess, of King Saul's story to kind of get a better picture of that emotional weight to it, and kind of have more of that hook. And also like with other characters here and there, I feel like other stories from the Bible could have been interwoven a little bit better. But overall, I still really enjoyed David. Angel Studios overall doesn't actually make my favorite content. Of course, their messaging is always in the right place, but just the execution of most of the movies, I don't find to be that enthralling. But David is truly something special. It's the most best animated, the best looking, the one that has the best writing. It, serves the story quite well. It's very biblically accurate for the kind of tone and the type of way that they're telling the story. It's just really good, and I truly recommend it for all of you guys. And if you have little ones, take them to this movie. They won't be disappointed, and they might learn something that beautiful by the end of it. But of course, guys, that is just what I think of David. What do you guys think of the movie? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it yet? Are you even going to see it? I would love to hear all your thoughts in the comments so that we can have a nice discussion down below about the film. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video for more content. God bless you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.